Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing two new smart products by Etekcity. So they sent these to me to review, so thank you to them. But the first one is going to be this smart Wi-Fi outlet. And then here we have a smart Wi-Fi light switch. Now last year, I reviewed this outlet. This was their first edition, and this has been one of the best smart outlets that I've had. I've never had any connection problems, never had any problems with it updating or having to re-add it to my home network or anything. This has been a solid Wi-Fi outlet. So the only complaint that I actually had with this is if you wanted to, for some reason, plug two of these into one outlet, it would not work because of the shape. But now with this new shape, you'll be able to do that no problem. So that's a huge update, but we'll check out everything that's new and then we'll go through and install this. So let's start with the easy installation of the smart Wi-Fi outlet. 1 year later, and there are a bunch of updates to talk about. So this smart outlet is Wi-Fi only, so you do not need any hub to connect to, and it will need a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. Here on the side, you now have the power button to turn it on and off. And on the bottom, there is your night light. So that will automatically turn on when it gets dark. There's the ambient light sensor on the front. On the back here, you have some QR codes to quickly download the VSync application, which we'll use to get everything set up today. So let's start off with the easy plug here. All you need to do is plug it into the wall. And then here we can plug in our lamp that we're going to use today. And now I can instantly press the button to turn it on and off. So now we're going to go into the VSync application and get it all set up. So the first step is to select the plus up here in the top. So you will need to have created an account and signed in. I've already done that. Here I'm going to select Wi-Fi outlet. Here I just need to hold down on the side for 10 seconds until I see the button rapidly blinking. Now we are ready to go ahead and add in our Wi-Fi information. So you will need to connect to your 2.4 gigahertz network or you will have issues connecting. So I suggest making sure that you're connected to that before you begin the setup on your phone. I actually had to go in and switch off the adaptive Wi-Fi so that it would connect properly. So there I have my Wi-Fi password in. I select next, and now it's going to take me to my Wi-Fi settings, and I need to select the VSync outlet as a Wi-Fi network, so then it can add the Wi-Fi information to the actual outlet. And then it just takes a second and your Wi-Fi outlet is connected. So there we can see the connection was successful, and we can go ahead and change this to whatever we would like it named. So here I'm going to name this bedroom lamp. And then in the next step, you will be able to go in and adjust all the settings of the lamp. So here I can quickly turn it on and off right from the home page. Then if I tap on bedroom lamp here, we have a bunch of different options. So here I can see the voltage, I can see the energy used, the power usage. So over time you can see the week, month, year, or a specific date, which is one of the coolest things about these outlets. So it can help you do some power saving. You can also set a schedule. So I can go in here and let's say that I want my outlet to turn off every night at 7:30 or turn on every night at 7:30. And then I could set an end time. So maybe I want it to turn off every night at 12 a.m. So you can quickly go through, adjust that. And then once you are done, you could go and choose what days you want that to repeat. So here I select Monday through Friday. So it's going to repeat every weekday. And I select back, and then it has saved that. And now you can see that that timer is right there. I can quickly turn it on and off on the home screen. So here I can choose a timer. So if I wanted to have the light turn off in 10 minutes or 2 hours or whatever, right now let's do a quick test of 4 seconds. So once I hit the check mark, the timer has started, and there the light turned off. So pretty simple there. So here you can set away mode. So it's automatically going to turn the light on and off and repeat a few different times, like if you're out of town. So it looks like there's somebody still home while you are gone. So if we go into the settings, we have a few more details here. So at the top, we have the device name, which is the bedroom lamp, but you also have the device name night light. So the night light function on here can actually be controlled independently of the actual outlet. So I'll go into that in a minute. You can adjust the icons. You have some other options for power saving mode and all of that right here within the settings. So tons of features available on this smart outlet. When the outlet is off, there will be no light. Once it turns on, you will see the yellow light, and if it's blue, that means it's in pairing mode. So next, let's talk about the ambient sensor for the night light, which is a really cool feature. Right here in the settings, you do have the option to turn on and off the night light. So if you don't like the night light on, you can quickly turn it on, but it will automatically turn on when the room gets dark, and it will automatically turn off once the room brightens up. Now this is definitely a perfect outlet for a kid's room or a hallway where you need a lamp as well. So it can turn off the lamp and then it can show a nightlight all in the same device. Now here we have the Etekcity Wi-Fi smart light switch. So this is brand new. On here on the back, it has all the instructions that you pretty much need, and it labels the wire, which I'm pretty excited about. But here are the safety instructions. So this does have a 15 amp, 1800 watt max load. It's not compatible with three-way switches, and it does require a 2.4 gigahertz network. And before beginning the installation of this, make sure you have a basic understanding of electricity. If you are uncomfortable at all, make sure you hire an electrician to get that installed. Now let's move on to the smart light switch. So this device will work on a single pole outlet. So one switch and one light all in one. If you have two switches and one light, this will not work. So today I will be installing it in this 2-gang box, but typically you would only need one junction box. And then there, I'm gonna first pull off the cover, and then you will need to verify that you do have all 4 of these wires. So here we have a neutral wire, we have a hot load wire, and a ground cable. So all of those will be required for this light switch to work. So first I'm going to turn off the power to the room, and then I'm going to remove the faceplate of the device. Then I'm going to go through and quickly remove the light switches here so that I can have full access, and I may need to clean up the sides so that I can get all the way in and the new light switch will fit properly. So once I remove the old light switch, I'm then going to pull out the wires and rearrange them so they're easy to access. So here we have our hot wire, our load wire, neutral, and then our ground. And now we are going to match them up with what the wires are on here. This definitely is the hardest part, as you will have to make sure that you get the wires to have a good solid connection. Now I'm definitely not an electrician, so if you do have any problems at this step, make sure you do call somebody who is certified to be able to do this. You don't want to have any long-lasting electrical problems from installing a simple smart light switch. So first I'm going to go through and do the hot wire. So this is what is connected to your breaker. And here we are going to do the load wire, which is the wire to the light switch. And then here I'm going to connect the neutral cable to the other neutral wires. And then lastly, I'm going to connect the ground wire. And now I am going to flip the power back on. And just like that, it actually works. So now I'm going to fit all of this back inside. I did have to remove the other light switch so that I could actually place all the wires back in here. Definitely the last hard part of this whole process, but once you finish and you have it all screwed back in properly, oh, the joy. And the last step here is we are going to place on our cover plate. Now, if you do only have one side that's Decora and one side that is the regular light switch, you can actually order a plate like this on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description below. It only costs a couple of bucks. And here we have the final product. Now this light switch is a touch sensitive panel. There is no actual rocker on this, so I can easily tap the front, turn it on and off. Now again, we are going to head into the VSync application to add this to our Wi-Fi so that we can control it with our smart home devices. So here I'm going to add switches and add the Etekcity light switch. Now it did take a little bit more work to get this set up. I don't know why, if I was connected to the wrong Wi-Fi network at first, but it took me a couple tries to be able to get it to finally connect. But once it connected, it worked great. Now that this is connected, I'm going to go through and rename this. We're going to call this one Bedroom Light. So just like the other outlet, we have the option to quickly turn it on and off. And sometimes it takes 1 or 2 more seconds than I would like it to. But then in here, we have the same thing. We can do schedules, we can do the timer, as well as the away settings. Now there is no night light option. You will notice that on the light switch itself, it illuminates the power button when the power is on and the Wi-Fi switch all the time. Now in the settings, I do have the same options. I can change the icon. Right here, I do have the option to turn off the indicator. So if you don't want to see the Wi-Fi on the light switch, you can turn that off. And then here you could share the device with others so that they can add it to their account. And that's pretty much it for the smart light switch here in the Etekcity application. Now I did attach this light switch to a light that has a fan on it, so I can't control the fan and the light independently. It will just control it all at once. So if I have the pull tabs on the actual fan turned on to do the fan, it will turn on the fan. If I have the lights turned on, it will turn on the lights, just like a normal fan would, you know, with these little pull thingies. But it can't do them both independently. It's just an on or an off. So if I want it to turn on the fan, I would have to have the fan already on and then pull the tabs on the light switch to have the light turn off. And then I could control the fan with the smart light switch. Now the last step is to go into the more in the application. And here you have instructions on how you can link it to your Amazon Echo. So essentially you just need to go into the Amazon Alexa application and you would need to go and add a skill, sign into your VSync application, enable authorize, discover new devices, and then you could add those devices to a room. With your Google Assistant, you would need to go into the Google Home application, and then you need to go into Home Control, and you can add your VSync account and sign in, and then it will add all of those into your account. So let's go into the Google Home application. In this room, I actually have a Google Home Mini, so we're going to set it up and show you how that works real quick. So here in the Google Home app, we just need to go into Home Control. And then I have already actually activated my Google Home and used the command sync my lights or sync my devices. Now I've already set up my VSync account. So down here at the bottom, you can see that those new lights have already been added. I have my bedroom light here and I can go in and add it to a certain room. So here we're going to add them into the bedroom. And I need to do the same with the bedroom lamp because there's this new cool feature where if you ask a Google Home that's inside your room and you ask it to turn off the lights or on the lights, it will only turn off those lights that are set up in the room in the Home Control app. Okay, Google, turn on the lights.
Okay, turning on 3 lights.
Here in my Home Control, you can see that under Master Bedroom, I have the bedroom speaker, which is my Google Home. I have the bedroom lamp and the fan, as well as a bathroom light. So those are the 3 lights that it will turn on and off, all at the same time when I say turn on or turn off the lights. For my final review, I'm very impressed with this new smart switch that Etekcity has created. Compared to all my other smart switches, this definitely stands up to those. It will take a bit of getting used to pressing the touch panel on the front. I do have to press a little bit harder than I would like to, and having the Etekcity logo on the front, not a huge fan, but really not a huge problem. I am very excited about the new nightlight feature on the smart outlet. That's going to be something that will come in handy. And that's about it for these new Etekcity products. If you guys have any further questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe so that you can be notified of my new and upcoming videos. If you'd like to see more compatible products with Amazon Echo or your Google Home, make sure you select the playlist over there on the side. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.